We're hooked up. We're hooked up. We're hooked up. Do we know what we're doing? Absolutely not. Oh my gosh, this freaking line. We're gonna lose this fish. I'm gonna have to gate on him. This is not good. This is not good. What are the odds of that? Okay. Do I have him or did we lose him? No, we lost him. We lost him. I can't tell. The spooling of this line on here is what we lost. Oh my gosh. What a gong shell. Wonder if he broke me off. Oh no, we still got one. Oh no, we got one. We got him. What is it? Oh, it's a little coho. Oh, this is perfect. Don't have a net. Got a net here. Perfect. This is absolutely gorgeous. Here we go. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Gong show. Gong show. Gong show. Gong show. Gong show. We have dinner. That is all that matters. We have dinner. Oh my goodness. What are the odds of that, guys? That hookup was hilarious. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Oh, we're hooked up. Because you guys know we have a janky rod holder. We've been trolling for less than 10 minutes and I just hook up on one. Like what are the odds of that? We also got a line in the water still. I guess we know what we're doing. Is this how you catch a king salmon too? I think we're just gonna live well them. Just throw them right in the box. We need this for dinner. This is dinner. We need to calm down. There's so much going on. We have half the deck looks like Swiss cheese. We have a quarter tank of gas. We've made it 110 miles from our first destination of Chicago. We've got our first fish of the trip. Things are good. Is that what that is? Oh yeah, I think that's unless that's a king, I don't know. No, I think it's a coho. Comment below what it is. Okay. It's mangled. Okay. How did that not break? Look at that. We got a knot in our leader here. That's not what you're looking for. Okay. So that came on the, we'll call this Mr. Yellow. Not sure how much trolling we're going to do on this trip because it was really just for food. Oh yeah, look at he's bleeding out. I'm gonna cut him out. But that came on Mr. Yellow there with Mr. Green and Silver. Wow, that was amazing. I'm still in shock. I am still in shock. I just look over and the rods go doo doo doo. I'm like, no way, that's a fish. Okay. Fresh salmon tonight? Woo! All right. I could be wrong, but I believe that is a coho salmon. I know nothing about salmon. Absolutely nothing. But it's smaller. I mean, it could be a small king too. We should probably check. I'll do some research, do some checking for you guys. But we're going to slit his throat. That way he's just completely dead. Do we keep fishing? Do we go get gas now? That was just such a gong show. It's crazy. We talked about how I've salmon fished with Eric and Spencer before, and then we run into Eric himself in the middle of a giant lake. Like, we're just out here just trolling, and all of a sudden I'm like, that looks like Eric's boat. And I literally said, yo, what's up, Eric? He's out here, he just missed one jigging. So they're actually jigging for cohos, and they caught some kings early. Definitely a big early morning bite for kings. And he suggested just to keep on heading north if we want to get on a big king. So we've got dinner. See ya!
Good luck up there.
Thank you! So, yeah, we're going to keep on heading north. He suggested to keep on going north for a big king. And, yeah, things are good. Get on the water. I guess next stop, we need gas. Let's get some gas. Let's feel safe. We have a quarter tank left. 15 miles to Port Washington. We'll see you guys there. One on my boat right there. Okay, so we made it to Port Washington. Might as well take advantage of the nice area that they have here. We got gas. We're gonna fillet this coho salmon up. That way we don't have to deal with it on the boat. You know, they're so bloody. Rather just get it cleaned up, throw it in the cooler. That way we can cook it tonight. So let's go do that. We're gonna grab up here. I'm not sure. We're just gonna hop the fence and just send it. It's confirmed. It is a coho salmon.
That way you don't need as long.
Dude, you'll do this line and then you'll do that. First time ever filleting. Hey, coho salmon. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Look at that. This is the belly. Bunch of alewives. Oh, baby. Piece of burnt. I did. I can always
Take the skin off.
Use that.
Oh, really?
Then when you take it off,
Yeah.
Alright, guys.
Good idea.
Nice gentleman showed me how to fillet the coho properly. We actually ended up taking the bones out, so we made a bunch of boneless fillets. Crazy how much meat you get off of one fish.
Right.
But there we go. Alright, so what we decided was we put the fillets in its own cooler in this little igloo here that usually stays there. We put the waters in there. They're still pretty cold, but that was such a cool experience. We were able to fillet the fish right there instead of, you know, just making this whole boat just a complete mess. So fish is filleted right here. Now on to sturgeon bait. I don't know if we're gonna stop anymore. We got to get some miles on. We've got perfect conditions right now. The wind is just dying down, so we've got to get on it, get on the big motor, and get up north. All right, so we've decided to make a little pit stop. We're outside the Sheboygan River. The reason for this pit stop is I've caught a lot of salmon in the fall in this river. Some of my early apbassing videos are filmed in Sheboygan. But right now I'm just letting out this dipsy. I got it on the number 1 right setting. I'm gonna let out 190 yards of line, or 190 feet of line. I feel like salmon skin is, oh, fish, fish, fish! I don't know what the correct tension is or what the correct method is. Should we go into probably neutral maybe? We're hooked up! End of the day. Take the clicker off there, Chuck. We've got the sun setting in the background. And we've got a fish on. Crazy thing. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. We're using a 7-Eleven bass rod right now. The trolling rods we bought were not correct. They're just awful. So you need a longer rod. We're hooked up. And kind of want to keep us. Doesn't feel that big. Is he still there? What is it? Okay. We got bit on every single rod. We went 2 for 3. Not a huge fish. Still pretty cool. My first time ever doing this by myself. Again, we are not sure if this is a king or a coho. I am not kidding. I have no idea. But yeah, okay. The reason why we released it is because we didn't want to clean a fish. We already have a fish good enough for both of us. I mean, that's that coho we caught earlier. I don't know if it's a coho or a king, so I'm just not going to say what it was. The salmon we caught earlier is enough for me and Brett, so we've got 2 giant fillets. Probably going to pack these lines up now. Dang it. was hoping for like a 20-pounder, but just a little guy. All right, guys, we're making it back into this little cut here. I think this is where we're going to spend the night. We still haven't eaten dinner yet, and it's got on the water at 5. It's now 9. So it's been what is that? I'm always trying to do math in my videos, and it just never works out. I've never done this before. We are legit camping on the boat tonight. Tomorrow we're probably going to have to get a hotel because of camera batteries, but tonight we wanted to full send it all the way up here, as you guys know. So we're trying to figure out where the best place to stay would be. This looks pretty peaceful. How bad is this going to be? Is this just going to be like mosquitoes everywhere, or what's the deal up here? This will be my cooking station. Hear that? Swamp buck. Some of the biggest bucks in Wisconsin live in Sturgeon Bay. Like, a couple of the buddies I used to hunt with, when I used to hunt like 2 years ago, I hunted up here and there was some absolute monster bucks up here. Just all swamp. It's just swampy. Okay, guys. We're going to do a little butter, lemon, salt, and pepper. Very easy. Luckily, I bought the top. We're going to cook it at a very slow, like very low temperature. Slow and low. Don't want to burn the fish. Just kind of get that nice texture. We'll put some butter in that pan. Okay, perfect. Throw a whole piece of fish in there. Let that almost steam. A little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. Boom. Best fish you've ever had. Just wait for it. All right, guys. We're settling in here kind of for the night. Just cooking up that salmon that we caught earlier today. It's been a mess of a day, but a super fun day. Like, I'm just so drained. We were up this morning at 3:30, on the water by 5, and 15 hours was the grand total. Well, it's almost 9:30, and we're gonna have to sleep with the skeeters. We're staying in a swamp tonight. We got some shots of us coming in, then it got completely dark out. Our stuff's everywhere. Tonight's gonna be one of those restless nights, but hopefully tomorrow we can wake up and catch some fish and continue on our journey. We've traveled 200 miles. My estimate is it's gonna be about 600 miles. So we're gonna kind of take it easy though now. We've made it up north. This is where the fishing's good. This is where hopefully we'll get a big bite. Stay tuned. We're gonna eat this fish and get some sleep. Oh my goodness. What a way to end the first day. Unreal. All I did was I put some lemons. This is actually kind of a recipe. Obviously it wasn't done on a grill, but one of the chefs that I met in New York on the beach, he was telling me to put lemon in a pan and let it kind of steam your fish. Figured it'd work perfect with salmon. So moist, so good. Alright guys, we're going to get to sleep now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode. I'm not really sure how we're splitting this up yet, but this is day one. We need a better name than circumnavigating Lake Michigan. Like, hey guys, here we are circumnavigating Lake Michigan. Like, good night, stay tuned. Cheers to some big old salmon.